A significant event has recently shaken Scotland, with repercussions felt all the way from Aberdeen to the political heart of the United Kingdom in Westminster. Amid the UK's ongoing push toward a greener energy transition, a prominent international figure has arrived in the country and wasted no time in delivering a firm and direct message. It's a warning that Britain's leaders ignore at their own risk. This time, there was no softening of tone or attempt to temper the message. Let's take a closer look at what happened. Before we begin, don't forget to support this channel by giving the video a like and subscribing to stay up to date with our content. Donald Trump has launched a scathing attack on the British government over the tax burden applied to oil production in the North Sea. According to the former US president, the region is a vital source of wealth for the United Kingdom, but is being squandered due to a tax regime that, in his view, discourages investment. He made these remarks during his visit to northeast Scotland, where he is finalizing preparations for the opening of a new golf course on his Meany estate in Aberdeenshire, part of the Trump International Golf Links project. While touring the area, Trump praised the city of Aberdeen, describing it as the energy capital of Europe, and once again voiced his long-standing opposition to wind energy, calling turbines invasive and unsightly. It's not the first time he has objected to the installation of wind farms near his Scottish properties. He even took the matter to the UK Supreme Court, although the ruling did not go in his favour. However, his harshest criticism was reserved for the windfall tax imposed on oil and gas companies operating in the North Sea. Officially known as the Energy Profits Levy, the tax was introduced in 2022 to capture a greater share of the extraordinary profits made by companies during the global energy price surge. In October 2023, the government raised the rate from 35% to 38% and extended the measure until 2029, unless there is a significant shift in energy market conditions. Government officials have defended the levy as a necessary step to fund the transition to renewable energy, stating that the revenue will support initiatives aimed at cutting emissions from the energy sector by 2030. But Trump has made it clear he strongly disagrees with this approach. Posting on his social platform Truth Social, he called the North Sea a strategic asset for the UK, warning that the current level of taxation renders it economically unviable. In his words, the government is sending a clear message to companies: you're not welcome. The former president also stressed the need to incentivize oil exploration and production, arguing that doing so would not only boost national income but also reduce energy costs for British citizens. His remarks come at a critical time for the North Sea oil industry, where investment has slowed. Industry leaders have warned that ongoing regulatory uncertainty, combined with rising taxes, could lead to a drop in production, job losses, and the relocation of capital to more favorable regions abroad. The government, meanwhile, has reiterated its position that the windfall tax is a fair response to exceptional profits and has highlighted the inclusion of an adjustment mechanism known as the Energy Security Investment Mechanism. This clause allows for the tax to be lifted if prices return to historically lower and more stable levels. Trump's comments reflect a growing divide between those advocating for rapid decarbonization of the energy system and those who prioritize economic stability and energy independence. His visit to Scotland is not simply for business or tourism purposes. It also sends a clear political message at a time when energy security has re-emerged as a major global concern. The message goes far beyond criticism of a specific tax policy. It represents a broader vision of how national resources should be managed, arguing that countries must strategically harness their natural wealth rather than restrict it to the point of economic redundancy. Whether British authorities will respond to this blunt warning remains to be seen, but Trump's message was unequivocal. Unless drilling and extraction are incentivized, the UK risks squandering one of its greatest economic assets. In other news, Nigel Farage has issued a strong response to Science Minister Peter Kyle following controversial remarks in which the Labour MP accused him of being on the side of predators like Jimmy Savile. Kyle refused to retract his statement, arguing that by opposing the Online Safety Act, Farage intends to repeal protections designed to keep children safe on the internet. In an interview with GB News, Kyle claimed that Reform UK's proposals would make it easier for paedophiles and extreme pornography to reach children online, insisting that there are no grey areas: you're either with the predators or you're with the Labour Party. Farage condemned the accusation as absolutely disgusting and almost beyond belief, accusing Labour of resorting to desperate tactics as their poll numbers continue to fall. He suggested the controversy was a smokescreen designed to distract from the real issues. Farage also reminded the public that the legislation in question was introduced by the previous Conservative government, not Labour, and warned that censorship is already becoming apparent on social media since the final phase of the law came into effect on the 25th of July. Reform UK has pledged to scrap the law if elected, arguing that it poses a serious threat to freedom of speech and represents an attempt by the state to exert control over the internet. The clash between Farage and Kyle marks a new escalation in the heated debate over the UK's digital future, one that divides those defending civil liberties from those prioritising child safety. What are your thoughts on the information we've shared today? Let us know in the comments below. And if you'd like to stay informed on British politics, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.